back in O'Fallon. Just had some technical difficulties, but we are all good to go. We have some movement. Jackson Stanek out, Eli Keiser in. Speaking of another Eli Tringer, he's on the bump as he will replace Isaac Graff. And that will conclude his day. As first batter, Eli Tringer will see Sam Pauley. First pitch is down low, called ball one. A lot of moving pieces all over, not only by us, also in the box. We're all trying to get sorted. Wi-Fi a little bit AWOL, but we'll be back as Sam Pauley fouls that one away. 1-1.
In a 1-0 ball game, we got to mention how dominant Isaac Graff was through the first 5 innings. Shutout baseball from Isaac Graff.
Indeed it was. As Tringer's second pitch is high. Ball 2.
He struck out 6 and only allowed 2 hits.
The 2-1, it turns into 2-2. A big hat from Sam Pauley, not going. Eli Tringer getting 91 on that fastball. Strike 2.
One of those hits was a bunt.
Indeed it was. 2-2 count, no outs. Tringer from the belt, throws. It doesn't catch the zone that time. And it will be a full count situation for the leadoff man, Sam Pauley.
Good spot, right at 93 miles an hour on the outside corner. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. But Eli Tringer throwing some heat.
The full count pitch, Tringer delivers. It is hit foul, and we'll do this dance one more time. Full count happened for the second time between these two men.
Again, that one, Devin comes in at 92, and he's got this tail on his fastball that cuts in on the right-handed batter. And you saw it there as Sam Pauley fouls it off the inside of the bat.
The full count once more. Tringer delivers. It's hit out to left. Thompson will field it. Sam Pauley will get a leadoff single. And for the first time in a long time, it will be a man on base for the Hoots.
Only the 4th base runner of the evening for the O'Fallon Hoots. It comes at a big time, though. Down 1-0 in the bottom half of the 6th with nobody out. A leadoff single for Sam Pauley.
And speaking of time has been called as we have a visit here for the Cornbelters. As right now we'll see a little bit of a discussion, a little bit of a meeting of the minds on the mound. Eli Tringer just giving up that hit. As well as the next man up is Tyler Macon. And looks like, Leo, you're looking back, looking at the Western Conference. Let's look at the Northeast. Northwest Division. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Right now, if the Cornbelters, let's say they win this year, they finish it out, there's a chance playoffs are more than likely still on if everything can go their way.
Right. Clinton sits atop the division at 11-4 after their loss earlier today at the hands of the Mill Rats up in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. But the Burlington Bees are actually the second team in the Northwest Division at 12-7, and then the normal Cornbelters at 10-7.
Tyler Macon in the batter's box. Sam Pauley over at first. Pauley with a bit of a lead. Doesn't go. First pitch that Tyler Macon sees is called strike 1.
And the Bees have won 6 straight, and they're going to make it 7 as they're ahead of the Alton River Dragons 12-6 right now.
Solid day for any Burlington fans. Bunt attempt here. Goes right back to the mound. Double play opportunity. The throw over to second. It is going to be called. We're waiting, and it's called safe. The throw over from Tringer to Vogley. It took him off, but not happening there.
Man, that was a close play over at second. Ben Vogley knew he was taken off the base, but he got the tag down on the body of Pauley, but Pauley was already in there.
It now turns to Nick Struer. Another bunt attempt. Not going there. That will be ball one. We've seen it frequently. The bunt attempts, just the aggressiveness and the by any means mentality of O'Fallon to try and get themselves on base, however it may be.
Got to manufacture runs in a game like tonight.
The 1-0 will hit off the bat and go foul. Now will be strike one.
That pitch again ran inside on the right-hander, Nick Stoyer. He tried to get his bat out of the way, but it catches a piece of it. 1-1 the count.
Pauly, the tying run at second, takes a bit of a lead. Same with Macon, the go-ahead run at first. Tringer fires, it's high, almost catches Struer, and that will be ball two.
Corners in for the Cornbelters, up 1-0. Middle infield in their normal positions, and the outfield in their usual spots.
The 2-1 offering, hit right back to the mound. Tringer tosses it over to first. It's going to be an out, so it's an out, but a successful at-bat if you are Nick Struer. The bunt does advance Sam Pauly over to third. He's 90 feet away from scoring and tying this game all up at one. Tyler Macon, the go-ahead run, now moves over to second as it brings up John Connors.
The dangerous John Connors. Good at bat there out of Nick Stoyer, doing his job for the O'Fallon Hoots. Gets Pauly over to third, making the go-ahead run on second. And the infield in now for the Belters.
The first pitch in this battle is not going to catch the zone, and oh my goodness. Time is called, and I think John Connors is shaking up a bit. That was a very odd scene right there.
A very unusual moment in baseball. Greer was just trying to throw the ball back to his pitcher, Eli Trittinger, and on the way back catches a piece of the batter, John Connors. So John Connors will walk this off a little bit, and now he'll step back into the left-hand side.
The 1-0 offering as we're all reset. It will hit off the glove of Greer. It will score the run. Sam Pauly comes in to score. He's fired up. O'Fallon's fired up. And it's now tied all at one. The throw over to third to check on Tyler Macon. Nothing happening there. But now it is a 1-1 game. Time is called. And it looks like we will have a new man on the bump for the Cornbelters. We'll take a short break and reveal who it is after this. Back in O'Fallon as we have a change on the mound. Eli Tringer's day is done after giving up the run that scored Sam Pauly to tie the game back at one. Jonah Roper back on the bump already here in game number 2 of this doubleheader.
Don't usually see him this early. They like to save his arm for the last inning. Normally the all-star right-hander comes in huge spots, and this is another one here. And a huge shift going on to face John Connors, as Ben Vogley is now on the second baseman side of second.
Oh, it's a 2-0 count that Jonah Roper faces against John Connors. First pitch that Connors sees, and this new pitcher is going to be called strike one. So 2-1 count, 1 out. Tyler Macon just 90 feet away. Shift just a bit right. Roper comes set, deals. And it's John Connors who fouls it off. And there will be a 2-2 count.
John Connors just a bit late on that one, trying to guide it to the left side. And now Ben Vogley will retreat to his normal spot back at shortstop. Infield still in.
Infield still in. Shift, not really much seen. The 2-2 offering. Hit out to left. It's going to be Thompson. He's under it. The throw is off the mark at home. It will score Tyler Macon. So a sac RBI for DH John Connors. And it is the first lead of the evening for O'Fallon.
Well, back in the first game, it was all O'Fallon until the last couple of innings. The Belters took the lead and scored 9 in the 6th and 7th, winning that one 10-6. A similar storyline here, but just flipped, with the Cornbelters leading the entire time until the sac fly out to left. And it was an awkward play for Tyler Thompson, as he had to charge in on that liner to left center. He had to then turn around. There was no way he was ever going to make that throw. Good piece of hitting from John Connors. Now Nick Bunkowski's up.
Nick Bunkowski up. First pitch he sees in this battle between him and Jonah Roper. Called strike one. 2 all-stars going at it. This is what you love to see in the Prospect League here.
Yeah, an elite matchup between these two. We'll see which all-star wins with 2 outs and an 0-1 count.
The 0-1 offering is hit out well. It's deep, and it is gone. Nick Bunkowski goes yard, and he does put O'Fallon ahead 3-1 with a solo shot going 360 feet. O'Fallon lead 3-1 here in Missouri.
Devin, that got out of here quickly. 99 off the bat. A no-doubter for his 14th of the season and his third against the Belters.
It will now turn over to Jaden Glency. Glency offered bunt first time, nothing going. And that is going to be on 1. Roper trying to get back in his mojo after giving up that home run. Second pitch thrown, and that's going to be called ball 2. 2-0 count, 2 outs. Roper comes set. Greer gives a sign. Roper throws. Doesn't catch the zone. 3-0.
I mean, the whole way, this one looked like a Belters win. A shutout at that. Now they find themselves down 3-1, but it wouldn't be the first time they rally in the top of the 7th today.
3-0 down in the zone. Roper gets one back. 3-1 count.
Cornbelters are deep in their order, though, with their 6, 7, 8 due up in the top half of the 7th.
The 3-1 is smoked out to the gap in left center. It's fielded by Cody. It's going to be Glency who turns to a mistake in the outfield. We'll see Glency get a triple. Well. It's not gone the way at all that the Cornbelters expected. A double just mishandled turned into an error that sees Glency get third, and he now has an opportunity to score the 4th run of the game. It looks like Jonah Roper's day is done. He is set to head back to the dugout, And we're going to have to take a short break to find who is the new arm on the mound for the Cornbelters. Back in O'Fallon, 3-1 ball game here. A double turn triple for Jaden Glency. Sees him 90 feet away. As a new arm on the mound for the Cornbelters, but who, Leo Romano?
Nick Kruger, the new arm out of St. Xavier University.
Kruger's first offering is called strike one. All-speed pitch that went 74 on the gun.
He's been particularly good this year for your normal Cornbelters, and is no stranger to extra innings should this one get there.
The 0-1 hit out to Vogley. The throw in is in time, and that will do it. It was an onslaught from O'Fallon. It has gone the way the Hoots have dreamed of, and they are possibly 3 outs away from picking up a victory and splitting this doubleheader. Will they? We'll have to find out. Back in O'Fallon, this game has definitely flipped on its head, and the Hoots are possibly 3 outs away from splitting this doubleheader between themselves and the normal Cornbelters. Devin Whitson alongside Leo Romano. Leo, a new face on the bump for O'Fallon.
Yeah, the left-hander Mason Lee will step in for his 11th appearance of the season. He has an 0-1 record, but don't let that fool you. Over 19 innings of work, he's racked up 30 strikeouts with an ERA just north of 5. Now, it's not the first time, though, tonight that the Hoots have had a lead going into the 7th. They were up 6-5 going into the 7th of Game 1, and it was the middle of this Cornbelters lineup that got 5 runs in a 10-6 win. But the middle of the lineup isn't due up. It's the bottom of the lineup, and it'll start with the DH and right-hander Max Heineman, who has a home run earlier today.
Max Heineman back in the batter's box, hoping that this could be a chance to flip the script on this game once more. We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. But the Cornbelters have some late-night magic in themselves once more. Prospect League after dark, as they would say. 10:26 local time here in O'Fallon, Missouri. Max Heineman set. We're set. And let's get this one back running. Lee comes set. First pitch he throws. Shearer unable to glove it fully. And now we ball 1.
I kind of got emotional right there when you said Prospect League after dark. It reminded me of the good old days when we would have Pac-12 football after dark. And now they've all gone to the Big Ten and money has won.
Unfortunately, I missed those days too, as the 1-0 almost catches Mason Lee. Lee leans back, and that will be 2-0.
Mason Lee, good arm out there, throwing in the upper 80s, but he does tend to lose his command. 13 walks on the season and already down 2-0 to Heineman here.
Lee comes set, fires. Like a curveball that just, again, Shearer unable to glove. Ball 3. And if you were Shearer, you're trying to get yourself back in the rhythm here. I know it's a new pitcher, but just unable to really glove it well.
All you need is one base runner if you're the Belters, because you have Carter Blakeney, who has 2 home runs on the season, on deck.
The 3-0 catches his own. Now it'll be strike 1. 3-1 count now for Max Heineman in the DH. 0 for 2 on the day. Lee comes set, confirms his pitch with Shearer. From the belt, he'll offer. And it just goes not anywhere close near the zone. Looked like it caught a bit of Heineman as well. But the result, nevertheless, will be ball 4. Max Heineman will take the jog over to first. And there's one man on base for the Cornbelters.
The Hoots and their bullpen have been struggling all season long. And getting that final out has been a tall task for the slew of arms that this O'Fallon Hoots team has. And with the lefty pitcher, if you're Max Heineman, you got to watch yourself over at first.
And now steps in to Carter Blakeney. First pitch Blakeney sees is called ball 1. Carter Blakeney struck out and lined out today. 0 for 2 here tonight. Lee checks over, gives a little glance. Now throws a high one. Shearer able to glove, checked over on Heineman. He doesn't go. And that will be ball 2 as time is called. And we'll see what is going to happen here.
6 pitches, 6 balls, and that definitely requires a meeting.
Indeed it does. Of course, looking ahead for normal, we'll be back home after this. You know, it's going to be a busy day at the Corn Crib. KCL in the morning. No, yourself and Braden Hartman will be on the call for that one. Then, let's think about it. Cornbelters, they're back in action. I mean, tomorrow.
Back in action at the Corn Crib tomorrow night. That game at 6:30 against the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes. Belters have already beaten them there this year. In fact, manager Billy Du Bois, I believe, was tossed that game. Currently serving a 4-game suspension, this being the 4th, so he'll be back with the team tomorrow.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Carter Blakeney took a hack. Doesn't happen for him there. 2-1. Bleakley stands in as the tying run if something was able to happen here. 2-1 count. Lee looks back over at first. He'll fire, and it's a heater. 2-2.
Back-to-back great fastballs right down the middle, challenging Carter Blakeney to put the ball in play. Produces 2 swings and misses. Carter Blakeney now down to his last strike of the at-bat.
2-2 count, no outs. Hyman at first. Lee fires, and Blakeney fouls us off.
Just gets a piece of that one to stay alive. This an important at-bat for Blakeney. We mentioned Billy Dubois' 4-game suspension. Currently, the Cornbelters are 3-0 without him in the dugout during this stint, looking to make it 4-0.
The 2-2, once more, it's hit right to Strower. 1 out at second, but they're unable to turn to. Pauly holds back on the throw over to Bonzakowski. So, double play will just be 1 out.
Routine play there for the second baseman, Nick Stoyer, and Sam Pauly wisely decides to hold on to it, as he knew he wasn't going to get Blakeney out at first. Jake Greer now the batter, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks.
0 for 2 with 2 Ks, as you mentioned, Jake Greer. Versus he sees it's going to be outside, ball 1. Jake Greer finds himself in a little bit of a pickle, per se. Hitless so far, trying to change that, of course. If the Cornbelters are unable to put something up here, that will do it. Remember, 7 games when it's doubleheaders. Swing and a miss from Greer. Strike 1.
Need either Greer or Dylan Cody, who's on deck, to get on. You want to be able to turn this lineup over to the top with Gavin Michaels, Tyler Thompson, and Ben Vogley.
1-1 count. 1 out. Greer, swing and a miss again. Strike 2. A little bit of deja vu right there. Greer has himself in a jam, trying to get out of it now.
Hasn't been the best of summers, but a hit here would change it for Jake Greer.
Blakeney with a bit of a lead over at first. The 1-2 is strike 3. Jake Greer strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's left frozen, and the game relies on the center fielder, Dylan Cody.
Dylan Cody struggled a little bit in June. Has racked up a couple hits in July. And thanks to his hot start in May, he does have 2 home runs to his name. A 3rd would be huge here.
First pitch that Cody sees, a big hack, and that will be strike 1.
The throwback from Shear gets away from Mason Lee.
Looks like Mason Lee had to jump like Michael Jordan right there. Looks like he recreated Jordan logo. Seen a lot of hops here tonight, whether it be Struer or just now Mason Lee.
Dylan's got to look for his pitch and try to send one out, or at least rack up a base hit.
The 0-1, high and called ball 1.
Good discipline from Dylan Cody. Patient batter. Should he be the go-ahead run on base, he's got the wheels.
1-1 count with 2 outs. Blakeney still over at first. Lee comes set from the belt. He delivers. Cody sees the ball well right there. Fouls it off.
Hoots now 1 strike away from the win. 2 outs, 1-2 count to Cody. With the runner, Carter Blakeney, over at first. The game-tying run at the plate, Dylan Cody.
1-2 count. 2 outs. Blakeney at first. Cody against Lee. Lee fires. Not called. Strike 3. Just a bit high. Doesn't clip the zone that much. And it'll be 2s all on the board.
Little extra gas there from the left-hander. He's been sitting 85, 86. That one at 88.
The 2-2. Lee comes set. Throws. Ball 3. Hoots fans, they thought I was going to be called strike 3, but not tonight. Dylan Cody lives to fight for one more pitch.
Big pitch here.
Blakeney with a bit of a lead over at first. Lee checks over. Comes set. Fires. Strike 3. And that will do it. The O'Fallon Hoots, powered and inspired by one Nick Bonzakowski, along with 2 other runs, sees O'Fallon and Normal split this doubleheader. O'Fallon takes game 2, 3-1.
Disappointing finish. I mean, you had the lead. It was 1-0 going into the bottom half of the 6th. You pull Isaac Graff, who was only at 70-odd pitches. Was hoping they would ride him out a little bit longer. Instead, the Belters coaching staff turns to the bullpen, who fails to get the job done here in game 2. We'll give them credit, though, for shutting the door in game 1, where the bats got hot in the 6th and 7th innings. So the Cornbelters don't walk out of here 0-2, but instead a disappointing 1-1, the night where the Burlington Bees extend their win streak to 7, and the Clinton Lumber Kings lose to Johnstown in Pennsylvania 16-3.
Meanwhile, looking at it for the Normal Cornbelters, they will move to an overall record of 25-19, and with the loss tonight, just weren't able to pick up that 10th road victory. They now move to a 9-13 record on the road. A chance to have a 4-game winning streak against Springfield, who are coming into town. Not able to do so here. Well, we will see you back at the Corn Crib. KCL Baseball will be on early in the morning tomorrow, and that'll be followed up by your Normal Cornbelters in action against the Springfield Lucky Horseshoes, and the return of one Billy Du Bois, as he will be back in the dugout for the Cornbelters. I'm sure, and Leo, you can agree that's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, the team is definitely looking forward to having him back. I know all eyes across the Prospect League will be on the return of manager Billy Du Bois, who's on the hot seat, not for his job, but just for a spot in that dugout. Anything he does or says will be used against him from here on out for the rest of the season. So he's got to be careful in his return tomorrow. And then the team will head back on Tuesday night to Clinton in what should be a good one. The teams have played multiple times so far this season, and they've all come down to the wire.
Well, we will see you back at the Corn Crib tomorrow. For Leo Romano, I am Devin Whitson. And also for Oliver Aurora and Alex Lorenz. Been a busy day for all of us here in O'Fallon, Missouri. Until next time, we say so long, and thank you for listening to Normal Cornbelters Baseball on the Normal Cornbelters official YouTube channel. Good night, everyone.